Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the FREDTV Sports Report, coming to you this week from North Park, where recently Snake Hill was the site of one of my favorite sports, racing. This form of racing relied solely on physics. No loud, rumbling engines on these soapbox race cars. The only noise that could be heard was the chatter of the wheels against the pavement and the spectators cheering on the youngsters behind the wheel. Greater Fall River Recreation Executive Director Grace Gerling tells me that these competitors put their whole heart and soul into their cars.
There is a lot of creativity that goes along with the event. They put a lot of thought and effort into building it. It's a great way of parents, working with their kids. It's a great project for them to do together, and it's a really fun event for the kids, to participate in.
Father-son duo Ron and Jack have been competing in soapbox derbies for about 4 years now. Jack's race car was a thing of beauty. Based on the Nightmare Before Christmas movie, it was piano black with white airbrushing to give it that spooky and ghostly look. As you can imagine, it also took a lot of time to build. Jack is hoping to race himself to the top of the podium in 2016.
Just racing, trying to win, and just like having a lot of fun and stuff.
Have you won any races before?
Just like, I think once I got third, second, then none, and this year I'm trying to get first.
That's right, going for number one, right?
Yep.
The finish work, the paint. I had my buddy from Unique Customs, Eric from Unique Customs, helped me out with that. Did a great job. And we just did the wheels this year, set the wheels up. The modified division, you can do pretty much whatever you want, but these are, these stock cars come set up to race.
This was the third annual Soapbox Derby held by Recreation. Be on the lookout for more of their events and programs by visiting their website, www.gfrrec.org. Now, believe it or not, the new school year is about to begin. In fact, some high schools are already holding team practices. This week, I sat down with new Durfee Athletic Director Brad Buston to find out what he's expecting from the athletes in his inaugural year as AD.
It's a commitment. It is. It's at 6 days a week probably. It's a lot of time. The meetings, just putting an effort in and knowing that you're on a team and that it's a full commitment, and it just can't be every once in a while. That to be good, you have to be dedicated, and I want the athletes to understand that the coaches are there for them. The coaches are working extremely hard, and they expect the same out of their players. They expect their players to go to class, behave in class, do everything that they're supposed to do the little things, and if they do the little things correct, it's going to translate onto the field or onto the court, and that's what I hope our athletes understand, and that it's more to it than just the playing part. There's a big picture to this.
Brad went on to say that he's very excited for the new year to begin, and he can't wait to once again see that Durfee pride on display on the field. Now, before summer comes to a close, though, we have to wrap up the Fribble season. The league is in its championship round of the playoffs, and it's once again, for the third year in a row, the Braves and the Royals battling it out. The Braves came in this year the #1 seed. The Royals are the defending champs. Coming off a 10-run loss in Game 1, the Braves are hoping to rebound in Game 2 and tie up this best-of-5 series under a beautiful sky at Lafayette Park. Take a look at some of those twilight colors. Kind of looks like a scene out of Mary Poppins, doesn't it? Just need Dick Van Dyke to come shooting out of the rooftops. Anyway, I digress. The Royals, usually steady defense, let them down in Game 2. Top 1, 2 on 1 out. Braves strike first. Josh Blaze with the top spin grounder just inside the line. Dan Noons around from second with the game's first run. It's 1-0 Braves. They led 2-zip after half an inning. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of the second. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Royals. Alex Greer with the soft ground ball brings home Ben Montero from third. That'll make it a 2-1 ball game. It stayed that way until the fourth. After the first two reach for the Braves, Chris Grillo deposits it into center field. Franco DeRay scores from second. The miscue by John Beaupre in center allows Grillo to get to second base. 3-1 the score. Next batter, Jesus Fana. He shows us how to hit them where they ain't. He slaps it into right field. That brings home Kevin Caputo. Another error allows Grillo to score as well. That makes it 5-1 Braves. The Royals did make a game out of it after our cameras had left, but the unearned runs from early in the ball game were just too much to overcome. The Braves make it a 1-1 series with the 12-9 victory in Game 2. Now, next week, we wrap up the series, we wrap up the season, and we wrap up summer 2016. Fribble will crown a new champ. We'll have highlights for you. I'm also going to take you down to the Borden Light Marina for the second annual Fall River Grand Prix. The power boats are back, and they're ready to make a splash. Also, I'll have a football preview for you. All 3 high school teams underwent a series of changes in the offseason. I'm going to get you ready for opening night, which is just around the corner. So join me next Friday night at 7:30 right here on FREDTV for the final sports report of the summer. It's going to be packed. You don't want to miss it. Until then, I'm Evan Massoud. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you Friday.